Look at the streets, look how empty they are. Is that because people are away, or is it just a sign of the times? I would imagine there's a lot of people away. This is where people walk out the side of buses and cars and stuff, as you can tell. Now this is the bit that gets a bit complicated because all the bikes catch up with you and then they want to go left. And everybody comes from everywhere. Here we go. Start of the London TT. Here are all the contenders, and they'll all be way on the amber. Only to stop at the red. Who knows who's coming through the buses? Nobody knows. But oh look, another red light. And we're away again. And the wacky races carry on. Only to hit another red light. Oh, gotta love it. This is the story of the hare and the tortoise. This is how they scrub their rear tyre out, so it only does 5,000 miles. And there's a guy in front of me with a rear tyre on the back, a new one. So, there you go. But we don't know how much that other tyre has done. And for all their whipping and wooing through the traffic, they haven't really gained an awful lot, which I find extremely amusing. Soon they'll be away on a red light. So I'm just following to see what they get up to, this lot. Because inevitably I'm safer out here than they are. I can't thread my way through the traffic like that, I'm just too wide. But the sad thing is about buying tyres or using tyres is that when you're motorwaying, you scrub more tyre off in the centre, and like my one, I've got plenty of tread on the edges, but I'm just not using it. See what happens here. So Mr. Whoop Whoop Man, he ain't got no further than me. Cyclist going through red lights. Seems to be the norm. So I'm doing this at my pace just to see basically how it works with him doing it at his pace. Well, clearly he's won. There you go. Can't win them all. One set of lights, that's all it takes. And the norm is to always go on the amber. And you've got to go in the bicycle lane. And I think the problem is with this going on the amber light, it's the London thing. And no one bats an eyelid because at the end of the day everybody's getting away quicker. Police haven't got time to do anything about it if they felt necessary to do it. So, you know. At the end of the day, it's just a case of letting the traffic flow, I suppose. But, you know, you think how many of the laws are being flounced as a result, which then creates accidents that probably would never happen, but may create other accidents, who knows. There you go. It's a crazy world we live in. And for me, at the end of the day, it's my license, so there is no point following the trend simply because why lose your license as a result of trying to keep up with others. Now this is normally packed here. See how they all thread through. I've got to say, in a month or so's time, this will be absolutely solid through here. Just slow down. Got a kiddie behind me on a scooter who's going mad. And we've got some more contenders coming up, the late entries. Up the pavement, down the pavement, in and out. A little rev so that somebody moves their car. It's quite shocking what you see, really. But, you know, to the commuters it's just a little racetrack, as well as other delivery people, the pizza guys and everything else. It's a fight to get through the traffic, and yeah, they're quite skilled at doing it, got to say. But you just never know what's going to walk out from between a couple of cars or a couple of lorries, buses. I know that. It happens to the best of us. So you do kind of have to keep your eyes peeled. You can hear them all racing off up the road. That 40-mile-an-hour limit is being shredded as we speak. Go on, Pimlico plumbers, race! Race to that speed camera. You see, you never know how far that camera can actually see, because I know that some of these cameras can see 1,000 yards. Trouble is, there's no lines on the road, so that kind of blows that theory into insignificance. There are the Harley boys. Didn't really make a huge amount of ground, did they? So I'm going to stick with it because I'm on a fuel saving exercise here, rather than go silly I'm a proper eco warrior this week. If it ain't urgent, it doesn't get the full beans. Oh, Mr. Harley Davidson is wiggling his way through there at breakneck speed. Quite fancy one of those actually. I've got the legs for one of them. Like 27.5 inch. Or is it? No, it's 29.5. I've grown. The thing is, when you've got something like that that's noisy, everybody knows you're doing it. You can't hide it. And when you leave early in the morning, everybody knows it. And when you come home late, everybody knows it. So generally, you piss everybody off. But those during the day. So on a beautiful day like today, where I've come from the sunny side of Tunbridge Wells in Kent into the fiscal world of London, with the sun shining upon us, and a beautiful day, ideal for such rides, without having to scream your nuts off to get from A to B. Boys are out and blue. Always something for them to do.